sets lesson. So yesterday we have studied all these things, what are types of sets or not sets, which are sets or not sets, and definition of sets, listing and roster method. We have done it quite elaborated way. Rule method, set builder form, and how to write the sets, and how we have to read this set. लिस्टिंग फॉर्म रोस्टर को लिस्टिंग में कैसे कन्वर्ट करना है, लिस्टिंग को रूल में कैसे कन्वर्ट करना है. दिस ऑल दिस थिंग्स वी हैव लर्न yesterday, and we have seen ample of examples on page number 3 using rule method, set builder form to listing method or roster method, and from listing method or roster method to rule method or set builder form. And one more table on page number 3, we have seen this example, the solution of that. And practice at 1.1 we have revised twice. Now yesterday we have studied definitions of different types of sets, that we are going to revise it again today in this lecture. Name of set, singleton set. A set consisting of a single element is called a singleton set. I've shown you so many examples. The one example is given over here. A is a set of even prime numbers, that is only 2. Only one element in a set is called a singleton set. Empty set or null set. If there is not a single element in which in the set which satisfies the given condition, then it is called a null set or an empty set. Null set is represented by an empty set like opening braces, closing braces. There is no element in between, and symbol phi. And one example is given: x is a natural number between 2 and 3. Between 2 and 3, there is not a single element. Therefore, B is empty set. Finite set, and there are 2 more finite sets based on your number of elements. Here, the 0 elements, there's no elements, is empty set, null set. 1 element is called as singleton set. And if there is finite or countable set, and also a set, if the number of elements in a set is unlimited and uncountable, then it is called an infinite set. Okay. And on page number 5, we have solved examples on the basis of finite and infinite sets. Write the following sets using listing method and classify into finite and infinite sets. Here we have seen A is equal to set of all x such that x belongs to natural number, x is an odd number. Okay. So x belongs to natural number, x is an odd number. Those 2 things should match. So it is like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and so on. If this so on and so forth, dot is coming, that means the set is infinite. It is uncountable and unlimited. Next question is: B is equal to set of all x such that x is an element of natural number and 3x minus 1 equal to 0. So here you can see 3x minus 1 equal to 0. We have to solve this equation. X is equal to 1 upon 3, which is not a natural number. Therefore, B is empty set, and empty set also a finite set. You have to mention whether it is finite or infinite, not an empty set. Empty set ko hote saath you have to write therefore B is a finite set. Fine. We'll see the next example. Set C is equal to set of all x such that x belongs to natural number and x is divisible by 7. As I told you, divisible by 7 and multiple of 7 is called as your table of that number. 7 divisible by 7 means you have to write 7, 4, 21, and so on. That is unlimited in natural number. You have to see both the conditions. Okay. So this is also an infinite set. This is the next question. Question number 4 on page number 5. This is solved example. D is equal to set of all A comma B, ordered pair A comma B such that A comma B belongs to whole number. And the second condition is given: A plus B is equal to 9. Here the solution is, you have to make the ordered pair, and 0, 9, 1, 8, that way you have to make the order pair. Just wait and 0, 9, 1, 8, 2, 7, 3, 6, 4, 5, 5, 4, 6, 3, and reverse way you have to write 7, 2, 8, 1, 9, 0, Then you can see here, these all are reverse way, 0, 9, 9, 0, 1, 8, 8, 1, 2, 7, 7, 2, 3, 6, 6, 3, 4, 5, and 5, 4. You can make ordered pair like this. And in this set, number of pairs are finite and could be counted. Therefore, this set D is a finite set. Because it is a whole number. If rational number is coming, you can see on question number 6, A, B belongs to rational number. Rational numbers, in the rational number, there are infinitely many such pairs can be written. Therefore, that will be coming infinite set. और इसमें हमारा finite set आ रहा है. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 ordered pairs are there. Now let's see question number 5. E is equal to set of all x such that x belongs to I. X square is equal to 100. When we take the square root, we get minus 10, 10. Therefore, E is a finite set. Only 2 elements are there. Now we'll see definition of equal sets and some examples of equal sets. Two sets A and B are said to be equal if every element of set A is in finite set B and every element of set B is in set A. Then set A and set B are equal sets. Symbolically, it is written as A is equal to B. Now, to serious question, example 1. A is equal to set of all x such that x is a letter of the word listen, L-I-S-T-E-N. This way you have to list out the elements. The set B is set of all y such that y is a letter of the word silent, S-I-L-E-N-T. All the elements of set A and B are present in both each other. Therefore, though the elements of set A and B are not in the same order, but all the elements are identical. Therefore, we can say that set A is equal to set B. You have to write like this. Set A is equal to set B. This way you have to write A is equal to B itself. So, let's see one more example. Set A is equal to set of all x such that x is equal to 2n. N belongs to natural number. There are 3 conditions given here. You have to match those conditions. X equal to 2n, n is natural number, and 0 less than x less than 10, less than or equal to 10. That means you have to take 2n as a formula, x is equal to 2n, and you have to substitute the values of x. You have to cross check the values of x. X is equal to n when you put n is equal to 1, 2 on the 1, 2 on the 2, 2 4 the 2, 2 2 the 4, 2 3 the 6, 2 4 the 8, 2 5 the 10. Only till 10 you have to take this formula. Then B is equal to set of all y such that y is an even number. If it is an even number, then and from 1 to 10, there are 10 is also included. That you have to keep it in your mind. 10 and 1 is included, but 1 is not a even number. Therefore, 1 is not coming. 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10 will come. Okay. So all the elements are same and identical and in order, in the same order, but you can say that A and B are equal sets. So there are various examples like for equal sets and not equal sets. In practice set 1.2, we will solve practice set 1.2, and that we will see equal sets, not equal sets. Then you have to justify also your answer, then give reason for the answer, and empty set, which are empty set and which are not empty set, that you have to describe, and infinite and infinite set. These 4 types of questions are there. Practice set 1.1 we have revised twice. Now we will start with practice set 1.2. Yesterday also we have done this. Decide which of the following sets are equal and which are not. Justify your answer. Set A is set of all x such that 3x minus 1 equal to 2. I will show you some other slides. Just wait. So see here. 3 sets are given. A is equal to set of all x such that 3x minus 1 equal to 2. So yeah, here you have to solve 3x minus 1 equal to 2. So 3x is equal to 2 plus 1, 3x equal to 3. Therefore, x equal to 3 upon 3. The value of x is 1. Set of all x means what? You have to write. You have to write all the values of x. Here only one value we have got. Therefore, the set A is equal to singleton set 1. Annotation गया मेरा. Just wait. So here, the value of x, only one value of x we have got. Therefore, we will write only x is set A is equal to singleton set 1. Okay. The next question is B is equal to set of all x such that x is a natural number, but x is neither prime or nor composite. Now, only one is the only natural number which is neither prime or nor composite is only one value of 1 is there. Therefore, in set B, we will write only singleton set 1. Okay. So see the next question. C is equal to set of all x such that x belongs to natural number x strictly less than 2. Natural number less than 2 is only 1. 1 is the only natural number which is less than 2. Therefore, C is equal to set. All the set may if only 1 is there. Therefore, singleton set 1. Okay. Now here you can see altogether x A is equal to 1 here. Then set B is equal to 1. Then set C also is equal to 1. Therefore, from 1, 2, and 3, the elements in set A, B, and C are all are identical. Therefore, A, B, and C are equal sets, or A is equal to B is equal to C. This way you have to write the answer. Okay. Now see the next question. Decide whether set A and B are equal sets. One more equal sets question is there. Give reason for your answer. A is equal to even prime numbers. Now 2 is the only even prime number. Therefore, A is equal to set of all x means what? Only 2 will come in the set, this set. This is the verbal description is given here, not in rule method. So here A is equal to singleton set 2 we get. The B is equal to set of all x such that 7x minus 1 is equal to 13. Now you have to solve here. 7x is equal to 13 plus 1. 7 is equal to 14. X is equal to 14 upon 7. Therefore, 7 to the 14 is equal to x is equal to 2. Here also we have got set of all x means only 2 we have got. Therefore, in set A and set B, only 2 is there. From 1 and 2, you can see that the elements in set A and B are identical, or else you can say that the elements of A are present in set B and elements of B are present in A. They are identical. Therefore, A and B are equal sets, or else you can write in this way also. A is equal to B. Okay. Now see this. The shortcut definitions of all the sets: singleton set, null set, finite set, infinite set. You can take screenshot of it. A is equal to even prime number. This is an example. Negative natural number. Negative natural numbers are not present. Therefore, B is empty set. Finite set can be countable. Days of the week, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. These are the examples. Infinite set not possible to count. Natural number, whole number, all the examples. Okay. Now, third question we are doing, which of the following are empty sets? Now, A says, first question is set of all A such that A is equal to set of all A such that A is natural number smaller than 0. Natural number smaller than 0 is not possible. Natural number starts from 1, not smaller than 0. Therefore, A is equal to empty set. Therefore, A is an empty set as it has no element. You have to give the reason. Here they have asked why. If you will not write the reason, you will not get full mark for this question. Okay. See the next question. B is equal to set of all x such that x square is equal to 0. Now x square is equal to 0. If x square is equal to 0, the value of x will be 0. So in set B, 0 is coming. Taking square root on both sides, you get x is equal to 0, and in set B, it is 0 is there. This is 0. Okay. So we get one element. in set B. Therefore, B is not an empty set. Now let's see the set C. Third question, C is equal to set of all x such that phi x minus 2 equal to 0. X belongs to natural number. Now here you have to solve this equation, phi x minus 2 equal to 0. So phi x is equal to plus 2, 0 plus 2 is 2, x is equal to 2 upon 5. Now x belongs to natural number. This condition is not satisfying this value of x. Therefore, C is an empty set. Here you can say that C is an empty set. So we have got A is empty set, B is not an empty set, and C is an empty set. Fine. Here you can see all together, all the example. A is an empty set, B is not an empty set, and C is empty set. Let's see the fourth question. Write with reason which of the following sets are finite or infinite sets. First question is set of all A is equal to set of all x such that x strictly less than 10, x is natural number. Strictly less than 10 means 10 is not included in that. Okay. So with the natural number and less than 10 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it is limited and countable. Therefore, A has finite number of elements which can be counted. Therefore, A is finite set. Here reason, write with reason is written over here. If you write only finite set, that is not enough for your answer. You have to write the reason A has a finite number of elements which can be counted. Therefore, A is finite set. Okay. Let's see the second example. Set of all B is equal to set of all y such that y is strictly less than minus 1. Y, you can see on the number line, if you draw a number line, you are very well known about this number line. So taking example of number line is very easy. So here you can see less than minus 1 is minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, and so on. This way you have to write. Okay, so set B has all the negative integers less than minus 1. Therefore, B is an infinite set. You can say, okay. The number of elements in B cannot be counted. Therefore, B is an infinite set. This way you have to write the answer. Now, on page number 7, you can see Venn diagram. Just wait. British Venn diagram, definition of Venn diagram and introduction of Venn diagram is there. Then the next topic is subset, universal set, intersection, union of sets we have to do. So let's start with Venn diagram. This is very interesting. British logician John Venn was the first to use closed figures to represent sets. Such representation are called Venn diagram. This way he has presented Venn diagram. So let's start with the relationship among sets and to solve the examples based on the sets. Let us understand the use of Venn diagram from the following example. For example, A is equal to set of all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can represent this set A is shown by Venn diagram as this is your set A. This round circle is your set A. And in that you have to show the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This way you have to show the elements. Okay. Now see the second example shown on page number 7. B is equal to set of all x such that minus 10 strictly less than x less than 0. That means you have to see the number line from minus 10, minus 9, minus 8, minus 7, minus 6. You have to come reverse way. Minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, and 0. 0 also included in that. So 0 to minus 10 is there. In the Venn diagram, you have to represent this like this way. Okay. 0, minus 1. You can take any kind of boxes. You can take square. You can take oval. You can take circle. Any way you can represent your Venn diagram. Okay. Now we will see the definition of subset. If an A and B are two given sets and every element of set B is also an element of set A, we will represent this subsets also using Venn diagram. then B is a subset of A, which is symbolically written as B is a subset of A. This way you are writing. I've shown you this definition also last time. B is subset of A. We'll see some more slides. It is read as B is a subset of A and B is subset of A or B subset A. Okay. So how we have to prepare a Venn diagram using this subset? Let's see an example of one of page number 7. A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In set A, there are 8 elements. You can see here 1, 2, 3. All elements are written in set A. But before that, you have to write the subset. 2, 4, B has 2, 4, 6, 8. So B पहले हमको draw करना है inside the oval. This set A, oval set is your A set, and this inside circle is there, which is set B. In set B, you have to write 2, 4, 6, 8. After that, the remaining part you have to write outside the set B. Okay. So we have written 2, 4, 6, 8, and the rest part is 1, 3, 5, 7, which is written outside this set B. But in set A, okay, every element of set B is also an element of set A. Therefore, B is subset of A. This can be represented by Venn diagram as shown in this diagram as I have shown you. Okay. Let's take one more example. If n is set of natural number and set of integers are there. Set of natural number and integers. Integers are this and natural number is inside this, because integers have negative number and 0 extra in that. You can see in the number line also. I've shown you this example. देखो यहाँ पे हमने किया है. This is your number line. These are integers and these are natural numbers. इधर से इधर तक natural number है. ये पूरा integers है. So natural numbers are subset of I. You can say natural numbers are subset of integers. Okay, this way you have to write, because all natural numbers are integers. Now we will see an example, a definition of universal set. Think of a bigger set which will accommodate all the given sets under consideration, which is general, is known as universal set. So that the sets under consideration are the subsets of the universal set. Whichever sets are under consideration are called as universal set, and the subsets of these sets are called as your part of those sets. You can say. We'll see some examples. Suppose you want to study the students in class 9 who frequently remained absent. Then we have to think of all students of class 9 who are in the school. So all the students in school or the students of all divisions of class 9 in the school in the universal set is the universal. Students of the whole school will be called as universal set. It is shown in this rectangle, and the students who are remained absent are kept outside but in school. School is your universal set, and this is your subset which are present in your school. Okay, we will take one more example of that. Let us see an example. A cricket team of 15 is to be selected from a school. 15 students to be selected. Here all students from who play cricket is the universal set. Here all the students who are playing cricket is universal set. These all students are playing cricket. Universal set. A team of 15 cricket players is a subset of universal set. All the students, those who are playing cricket, is a universal set. But all students are not selected for the team of 15 cricket players. Therefore, these 15 cricket players are the subsets of that set. Okay, and the whole team is who play cricket is your universal set. So here you can see this. That is shown as U set here, and all students in school who play cricket are in the universal set, and team of cricket players are in the circle, which is your subset. Generally, the universal set is denoted by U, capital U, and Venn diagram, it is represented by a rectangle, you can see here. Okay, now let's see some examples of complement of a set. I've shown you the, let's see, Venn diagram. Venn diagram, subsets represented by Venn diagram. Then we have seen universal represented by Venn diagram. And we will see one more thing, complement of a set using Venn diagram. Okay, so suppose complement of a set. What is complement of a set? Complement is what? Suppose U is an universal set. V is subset of U. As we have seen, inside the circle or oval is there. That is the subset of that universal set. Then the set of all elements in U which are not in set B. That means सर्कल के अंदर जो भी एलिमेंट्स है उसके बाहर जितने भी एलिमेंट्स है दे आर कॉल्ड एज कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ अ सेट. इट इज डिनोटेड बाय बी डैश. यू कैन सी हियर बी डैश और बी कॉम्प्लीमेंट. दिस वे यू हैव टू राइट. ओके, so b dash is defined as follows. B dash is equal to set of all x such that x belongs to U but x does not belongs to B. That means what? See here one example. You can see example 1. U is equal to set of all 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. In U set, universal set, 10 elements are there, 1 to 10. But in set A, all the even numbers are there, 2 4 6 8 10. So what will come in A complement? So using this definition, you can see here B complement is equal to set of all x such that x belongs to U but x does not belongs to B. That means which is not in B, that will come in A complement. A is not coming in A complement. So 1 3 5 7 9 is coming in B complement. The rest all are. Okay, we'll see one more example. Example 2, suppose U is equal to, universal set is equal to 1 3 9 11 13 18 19. In set B, 3 9 11 13 is present here. You can see here 3 9 11 13. It is mentioned in the Venn diagram. But इसको reduce करने के बाद, after reducing 3 9 3 3 9 11 and 13, what is remaining here? 1 18 and 19. You can write on the outer part of the oval but in the rectangle. So B complement is 1 18 and 19. Okay, so what is written over here? What is question asked? B हो गया, B complement is over. Then they have told us to ask us to find out B complement of complement. So B complement is this. फिर उसका complement क्या होगा? 1 18 and 19 will be reduced from U. Then what is left? 3 9 11 13. So B complement of complement will be again 3 9 11 and 13. Okay, so 3 9 11 13 is always again a B. So therefore we can say that complement of a complement is given is the set itself. Understanding this concept with the help of Venn diagram is very easy. Okay, see the next. Now this intersection part we'll see in the next class. Now we will solve practice at 1.3 before operations of sets. This is your practice at 1.1 which we have done. In the morning itself we have done practice at 1.2 also. Now we'll start with practice at 1.3. In practice at 1.3, first question is, if A is equal to A, B, C, D, E, B is C, D, E, F, then The set A is A, B, C, D, E. B is C, D, E, F. C is B, comma D, and D is A, comma D. So which of the following statements are true and which are false? We will see. सबसे पहले हम लोग देखेंगे whether C is subset of B or not. This is true or false. So see this, all the elements of C is present in B or not. C में it is B is there. Is B present in set B? No. So D is also not, D is present, but B is not present in set B. Therefore, we can say that this is a false statement because B is not present in D. Okay. So see next. The next question is A is subset of D. Whether it is false or true. A is subset of D. A is where A has 5 elements and D has only 2 elements. It is not possible that A will be present in D. So it is false. You can directly write. Okay. Now see the next question. Next one is D. D is subset of B. D. Where is D? A, comma E. A and E is present in B or not? B में है कि नहीं है? नहीं है. A, E है लेकिन A नहीं है. So we cannot write this as true. This is a false statement. The next one. See whether D is subset of A or not. D is A and E. D has A and E. And A is also having A and E. So we can say that this is a true statement. Therefore, D is subset of A. It's true. Now the next one is B is subset of A or not. B. B के all elements are there in present in E, A or not? B and A. C present. D is also present. E is also present, but F is not present in A. Therefore, the statement is false. The last question is see whether C is subset of A or not. C has element B and D. B, D. A also having B and D. So we can say that C is subset of A and the statement is true. Okay. This is the question 1 we have done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The next lecture also I will revise this practice at 1.3. And we will start with practice at 1.3. And you have to solve this, all the sums. You can take the screenshot of it if you like the answer. This is the way of writing your answer. Now the next question is, take the set of natural number from 1 to 20 as universal set. Show set X and Y using Venn diagram. X and Y using Venn diagram, the question is given. You have to write 1 to 20 in universal set. So first you have to write in this way, U is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on till 20. This way you have to write. Okay. Then after that, you have to first represent X and Y. After that only you can write the remaining numbers in set U. Okay. So let's see, set X is given as set X is equal to set of all X such that X belongs to natural number. The first condition is natural number and the second condition is 7 less than X less than 15. So 15 and 7 will not be included in the set. So after 7 what is coming? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So these numbers, these elements will come in set X. Okay. Now see set Y. Y is equal to set of all Y such that Y belongs to natural number and Y is prime number from 1 to 20. So prime number starts from 2. So we have to write 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 17, 19. Stop. This is your set Y. This is your set X and this is your set Y. Now see and carefully both the sets. Before drawing Venn diagram, you have to prepare the list of both the sets X and Y which are inside the universal set. Before drawing X and Y, you have to see the common elements of X and Y which you have to make in inside. Okay. देखो यहाँ पे 11 और 13, 11 and 13. These two elements are common here. So that thing you have to write in the common part. this you can show in the circle also 11, 13 this way, or in the box and circle also. You can write in any way. I mean 11 and 13, that after writing 11 and 13, you can see here, यहाँ पे मैंने 11 and 13 लिख लिया. After writing 11 and 13, what is remaining here? 8, 9, 10, 12 and 14. The rest part you will write in X set. Okay. And then in Y set, what is remaining? 11 and 13 reduce करने के बाद you will get 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13 is minus 17, 19. This way you have to write. Okay. So 2, 3, 5, 7, 17, 19 is coming in Y, and 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 11, 13 coming in X. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19 coming in Y, and 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 coming in X. Okay. Then what is remaining? What is remaining? We will start with 1. 1 to 20 is your universal set. 1 is not present in X and Y, so we will write 1 outside. 2 is present, 3 is present, 4 is not there, so we will write 4 outside. Okay. And 5 is present in Y, 6 we will write outside. 7 is present in Y, 8 is present in Y, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. After that, all numbers we have to write 15, 16 in U, means outside the box or circle, X and Y. Then 17 and 19 is inside the Y, 18 and 20 is left. Okay. So all the numbers are covered in universal set U. But before that, you have to see X and Y list out and see the common numbers. First write common numbers, then the remaining numbers in Y, then remaining numbers in X, then all the elements which are pending, you have to write in universal set. Okay. This question is clear. Now let's see the third question. Third question also you have to show in Venn diagram, and you have to prove one thing. Let's see. First question is, first question is U is equal to set Y 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And P set is 1, 3, 7, 10. 1, 3, 7, 10 you have to write in universal set. This is your set P. 1, 3, 7, 10. It is represented like this. You can represent same way. And what is left here? 1, 3, 7, 10 is gone. Then what is remaining? 2, 4, 8, 9, 11 and 12. These things you can write in P complement. P complement is what? What is there in not in P, but in U. Okay. So U is this one. This is your P and this is your P complement. Okay. U, N of U is 9. P, N of P is 4. N of P is your number of elements in P. Okay. Then P complement is, N of P complement is 5. Okay. Now we'll see in the next question. Verify P dash of dash. A P complement of complement is equal to P. This thing we have solved in solved example also of page number 10. You can see. So we verify P complement of complement is P. As I told you, a property complement of a complement is the given set itself. That means P complement of complement will be your P itself. The universal set is 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Your P complement is 2, 8, 9, 11, 12. You can see in the Venn diagram. Then after that, you can see P complement of complement is what? You will reduce 2, 8, 9, 11 and 12. You will get 1, 3, 7 and 10. As you can see, this is also equal to 1, 3, 7, 10, which is your P. That means P complement of complement is your P. You can show in the way of left hand side equal to right hand side. Your left hand side is what? This way also you can write P complement. No, so P complement of complement is what? सबसे पहले तुमको P complement find out करना है. This is your P complement. You will write here. Then you can write left hand side is equal to P complement of complement. That is 1, 3, 7, 10. After that you can write that is equal to P, which is equal to right hand side. This way you can prove. Okay. And it is represented by Venn diagram as shown here. Let's see question number 4. 1, 3, 2, 7 is given. 1, 3, 2, 7. Then write any three subsets of set A. This is very quite simple question. You can take any element 1, 3 as B, 1, 2 as B, C, 1, 2, 3 as D. You can take here here example is given. B is equal to singleton set 1, C is equal to 1, 2. You can take any element present in set A. D is equal to 1, 2, 3. Take any element. E is equal to 3, 2, 7. You can take empty set also as F, which is also a subset of A. So by using these four sets, you can say that B is subset of A, C is subset of A, and D is also subset of A. Okay, E is also subset of A. You have to write only three subsets. Okay. Let's see the next question. Question number 5. Write the subset relation between the sets. P is a set of all residents in Pune. M is a set of all residents in Madhya Pradesh. I is a set of all residents in Indore. B is a set of all residents in India. H is a set of all residents in Maharashtra. Which set can be? This is the second question. Which set can be universal set for above sets? I'll show you this by your India map. You should see. We'll see in the next lecture. But you can just wait. You can take this as India. India is your B set. This is your universal set. Madhya Pradesh is your M set. Maharashtra is your H set. In Maharashtra, Pune is present. So you can take Pune as P set. Indore is present in Madhya Pradesh. You can take this as I set. So here you have to take the subset relation you have to show. So I is subset of M and I is also subset of B. Here you can see I is subset of M and I is subset of B. One is over. P is subset of H and P is also subset of B. P is subset of H, P is subset of B. You can see here. Now what is remaining? H is your Maharashtra is also subset of B, that is India, and M, Madhya Pradesh is also a subset of India. This way you have to show subset relation. And which set we have considered? If you show by Venn diagram, that will be very easy for you. This set can be universal set for above sets. Which set we have taken? We have taken set B. Set B say there are several sets you have seen are the subsets of B. Pune is also subset of India. Indore is subset of India. Maharashtra is subset of India. And Madhya Pradesh is also subset of India. The set of all residents in India can be taken or considered as universal set. Fine. Question number 6 is reduced and 7 is also reduced.